Hello, darlings. Welcome back to this week's recap of businesses that I have gone over and reviewed for you all this week. If you are new to the live stream or the YouTube channel, I am Meg Campbell. I am the host of Meg Campbell Designs. No, I'm the owner of Meg Campbell Designs. I'm the host of Look What Meg Found. The words are not coming out in order today, guys, so bear with me. We're going to be fine. So, I am here to show you all amazing things made by amazing small businesses. My passion is finding small businesses and showing you what they do because they deserve for their talent to be seen and more people need to see them. So, just for fun, today our episode is hosted, sponsored. There we go. Like I said, y'all, the words are not coming out today. Today's episode is sponsored by the Hideaway Boutique. They are the ones who are responsible for the fact that I show up on camera looking like an adult, not dressed like a 2-year-old. I met the girls almost 2 years ago, and ever since then, I literally, when I need to change up my wardrobe, I go to them, look like an adult again, so they will pick me out clothes and make me look like an adult. The shirt is from the Hideaway Boutique. I love this thing. It's soft. It's comfy. I could live in it 24/7. That's how much I like it. But they get mad when I do that. So, let's start today with something a little different. Not really. I'm sure you've actually seen these before. I want to show you some things from Designing Daisy. This kind of blew my mind because I never would have thought of this. This is a kitchen boa. For all of us messy cooks out there, it's a fabric strip that goes around your neck, and it has 2 towels, one on each side. So for those of you who cook like me and when your hands get dirty, you drape them down the front of your shirt. It's always the front of my shirt or the top of my pants gets covered in whatever it is I'm cooking. So this kitchen boa has towels that are strategically placed right where you would normally wipe your hands, so that you're not getting your clothes dirty and you're keeping the mess contained. Plus, it's really cute. Designing Daisy takes the time to get to know her customers because I knew I wanted a kitchen boa, but I don't have a theme going on in my house. My house can best be described as it looks like there was a struggle over there. Let's be honest. But what I am is a huge NASCAR fan. So when I told Wendy, who owns Designing Daisy, that, I really want a kitchen boa. I just don't know what to do with it. She said, don't worry, honey, I got you. And made me a kitchen boa with the checkered flag and blue and yellow because my driver is Chase Elliott. So these are the Chase Elliott colors. Now back to what's important, not my NASCAR obsession. She also does reusable napkins. These are 100% cotton fabric on one side and terry cloth on the other, so they will clean up spills very quickly, very efficiently, and they do a really good job if you have messy eaters in your house. Kids, I do. At wiping food off of faces without needing 50 billion napkins to do it. So, I love these reusable napkins. You use them, you throw them in with your towels, you wash them, you put them back in the drawer. They're great. These, I know, have been around for a long time, but I'd actually never encountered them again until I met Wendy of Designing Daisy. These are bowl koozies. How many times have you got leftovers out of the fridge, put them in your bowl, popped the bowl in the microwave, and burnt your fingers when you're getting it out because the bowl is so flippin' hot that when you grab it, you burn your fingers. So you wind up dropping the bowl, making a mess, right? So here's the solution. These bowl koozies are 100% cotton fabric, with 100% cotton thread and batting in them so that they are microwavable safe. You put your bowl in it. You pop this whole thing in the microwave. You heat your food up. Then when you go to get it out, you grab it by the corners and pull it out and carry it wherever you want to go, and you don't burn your fingers anymore. I had not encountered these until I met Wendy, and I'm like, I have been missing this my whole life because I'm constantly burning my fingers. She does them in this is kind of her medium size. She also does it in a larger size for those of you who use larger bowls. I try not to, but I do. She also does the same thing, only for coffee cups. I'm a coffee drinker. I'm constantly microwaving my coffee to get it warm again. So she does cup koozies. And as soon as you get it out of the microwave, you can pinch it around the handle and you're good to go. If you're like me and drink with both hands, because if not, I spill, you no longer burn your hand while you're holding your coffee cup. And pro tip, this fits on a Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs single serve container, and you're not freezing your hands while you're eating your ice cream, and your ice cream stays cold longer. I just thought I'd throw that one out there for you. And since we've talked about messy cooks, let's talk about messy boys with the grill. I say boys because I am not allowed to grill because I make a disaster of it. So it's my husband's domain. So it's always the boys are going to go grill. But for anybody who grills regularly, you know you get your hands nasty too. These are actually oyster towels. I am from North Carolina. Oyster roasts are a thing. Not my thing. Not eating oysters. We're okay with that. But these come with a grommet that you can put a carbine clip through. So you can clip them to your pants while you're eating oysters. Nope, still not doing it, not eating oysters. But while my husband is grilling, he clips this to his pants, to the top of his pants, and can wipe it while he's cooking. And it's big enough that even his big, ginormous hands can wipe off without making a big mess. And then, boys, y'all, when he sits down to grill, when he sits down to eat, he can use the inside of it to wipe his face off. I've seen it in action. I've never seen a grown man get so excited about having a towel that he can use to grill, that he's not going to lose while he's grilling, as he was the day Wendy gave him that. The next thing I have for you is the Perfectionuer. That's a word I trip up on. How to go from workaholic to well-balanced. This is an amazing book. This book made me stop and think about the way I approach both the businesses that I own and my personal life, and realized that I'm really shortchanging the people that are in my personal life because I'm so focused on business, that by the end of the day, they get me after I'm tired, I'm burnt out. I don't really want to play with the kids or watch TV. So they get me when I'm tired, I'm grumpy, and it's not fair to them. So the Perfectionuer is about looking at those issues, and I swear to God, she could have wrote this book about my life, and how to fix them. What steps you can take to fix them. There is also a companion workbook that comes with the Perfectionuer. Get it. Get the book. Get the workbook. And make sure that you take the time to actually start to finish the book and the workbook. Do them together. It's actually going to open your eyes to a lot of things that I never saw going on in my own life. And it was kind of, yeah, I read it. I put it down and walked away from it because it kind of freaked me out how spot on it was with what I was doing and what I'm still doing. I mean, it's a work in progress to get there, but it's a really, really good read, and you really should make sure that you grab it. The link to Designing Daisy and the links to Perfectionuer and the workbook are in the description of this video. If you're watching the live stream on Facebook, the description is up there. If you are watching us on YouTube, it is in the description of the video down below. The last thing I have for you today is we have started doing DIY kit reviews on the video. I love DIY kits because I am a crafter at heart, but I have neither the space nor the time nor the finances to invest in all of the things that I want to do. So DIY perfect. I would rather buy the DIY kit and make it and be really happy and proud of what I made than try to budget in how I'm going to buy this new piece of equipment. So just for fun, because I know this DIY kit inside and out because it's actually one of mine that I make and sell, we're going to make a solar lantern today on camera. So this is going to be fun. When you order your solar lantern kit, It will come a little better packaged because I just laid everything out on the counter, but it will come with your light, the hanger for the jar, the vinyl decal of your choice, and your lantern base in your size and color choice. I do these in pints and quarts, and there's 8 different color options you can pick from. But once you get it, I've already cleaned this jar and I've been careful how I'm handling it. But step 1 is you clean this with alcohol to make sure that you don't have any oils left from your skin. I know where I'm going to be working, so I made sure I didn't grab it there. You're going to take your decal. You're going to make sure that your decal is completely stuck to the transfer tape, because when you get it, you'll notice there's a clear piece of transfer tape on top. So you're going to lay it down. If you have a vinyl squeegee, use it. If you don't, take 3 old expired gift cards and stack them up and hold them in your hand like this. It'll do exactly the same thing. You're going to want to put it face down so the backing paper is up and just give it a good firm rub to transfer it over to the transfer tape. Then you're going to take your decal and peel the backing paper off. So now you're left with the decal on the transfer tape. Take your decal, stick it where it's going to go, and then you're going to want to give it a good firm rub. I'm using quite a bit of pressure just to make sure that it sticks, because vinyl will, we just transferred to the transfer tape, so it's a little stuck to the transfer tape right now. Then take the top corner and peel it. You literally want to fold it over against the jar and peel it down, because if anything didn't quite stick right, that angle will get it to disconnect from the transfer tape for you. That's how simple it is to put that on the jar. I always go back and give it a good rub to make sure that there's no edges that are stuck. Take your hanger, you open it up, which is simply just pulling the top layer up and popping it, put it over the top of the jar, and then these 2 pieces will come together. And I say that, and it's something I can do a million times a day until I'm on camera. But they just pop together, and now you're hanging. The most complicated piece of this is your lights. I'm not going to lie about that. These lights come coiled up like this, and you have to uncoil them. So step 1, pull the little green tab. There's a little on-off switch. Slide it over to on. Make sure your lights are going to come on. If for some reason your lights don't come on, call me. Then you're going to go to this little coil, and this is going to be the hard part to show you from this angle. You get the end and you just slowly unwrap it, and you hope that we got one that's going to cooperate today and not be difficult on camera. And you just pull the lights straight out so that your coil now looks like a spring. And if you're a child like me, you pull it a few times to watch it do that. Make sure again that your lights are going to come on. Put it on top of your jar and screw it on. And ta-da, you have now made a solar lantern. They're that complicated. So the link to order solar lantern kits or pre-made solar lanterns is also down below. And that's what I have to show you this week, but I wanted to take a minute at the end and talk to you all. Because I know I pop on these lives and I give you a rundown and I go away. So let me tell you why I do this. 2 years ago, I walked away from a very good job. I decided that it was time for me to do my own thing and not work for anybody else. You know, I had the full support of my husband and my kids to give this a shot, see if it worked. But if it had not been for a few people, and you will hear me talk about them quite often, actually believing in me and actually saying, okay, might be a crazy idea, but that could work. But what you need is visibility, and taking steps to get me visibility, my business would not be where it is today. I would not have one highly successful and one that is growing and becoming highly successful if it were not for market owners deciding to take on the new kid who showed up with one table and some wire racks and thought that was all she needed to do a market. You know, it would not have been without marketing experts like Haley. I'm live streaming into Women's Entrepreneur Network. So a lot of you do know who Haley Gray is. If you don't, hop in the comments. We're going to have a conversation about who Haley is, because Haley is a marketing genius. She has been very, very much a driving force in me learning how to market myself properly. Tracy Taylor of TNT Marketing has also really helped me learn how to use social media properly without being spammy and yucky and gross and that person that no one wants to deal with because they were gross and spammy. But back to the actual point of this conversation. I believe that there is so much talent in the small business world that simply needs to be seen. If their work were seen by more people, they would have larger businesses, more raving fans, more customers. So that is the entire goal of Look What Meg Found, is to take these amazing businesses and show them to you. Because unless you network in the exact same networking events I go to, unless you are at the exact same shows I go to, you will not see the people that I see. You will not see the items that I see. So bottom line is, if you are a supporter of small businesses, tell me who your favorite small businesses are. Let me reach out to them and offer them features and help getting more visibility. If you are a small business owner who makes amazing things, whether you are an author, whether you design cookbooks, whether you design cards, whether you are a handcrafter, get with me and let's see what I can do for you, because my whole goal here is to help. And that's what I've got for today, darlings. I will be back next week with another recap. And between now and then, if you need me, comment on these videos, tag me in a post on Facebook, shoot me an email. It's really simple. It's meg@lookwhatmegfound.com. And let me know what I can do to help you. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, darlings.